then I'm going to pick out the best way,
The
bonus point.
Yeah.
The best way that you should actually use to immigrate to Canada.
Hey family, welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, hi, my name is Tricia and welcome to the Dream Team family. And this is
Akot
from Akot TV. She's our guest again. She's the expert I told you about that talks about immigration matters. She's really good at this, and I invited her again so that you can look at the best ways to immigrate to Canada. So Akot, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining the Dream Team. It's really an honor. We really appreciate that. So the last video, you taught us a lot about comparing USA to Canada, and we really loved it, and that's why we are back here again. I invited her back to tell us about how we can immigrate, the best way to immigrate to Canada. If you're here and you're looking forward to travel to Canada or to immigrate to Canada, you are the right place. Please watch the video until the end and make sure that you subscribe, that you'll never miss out a video like this and more that we do. But anyway, so thank you so much. Let us start the video by welcoming Akot. Tell us about yourself.
About myself?
Yeah.
I mean, you can see I have 10 fingers now.
I can see that. So perfect. That is something about her. But thank you so much anyway.
Anyways, you guys, I'm assuming, you see there you said in the last video, so I want to imagine that maybe there are people will be watching this and they have not watched the other one.
Yeah, they have.
So you'll link it somewhere.
So I will link it on the comment section. It was about comparing USA to Canada. Go and watch it so that you can decide on if you want to go to Canada or USA. She had a lot to say in that video, so please go check it out. And also, if you have a question, please stay tuned in, listen, ask the question after the video. You can go and also visit her channel at Akot TV. She has also more information there. And so yeah, let's start the video by talking about this good, best way of immigrating to Canada.
Well, what I can say is Canada is not like any other country. It's unique on its own. I think that's why they use red and white. Danger, love, all those mixed
together.
Yeah. So there are many ways. I think there are over 80 different ways that you can use to immigrate to Canada. Okay. There are so many. The first way you can use to comfortably immigrate to Canada is by going as a student. So this is how it works. How does it work? If you're going to any university, what do?
You apply.
No, before you apply,
you have to maybe have reached to a certain point of.
You decide which course.
Which course also matters.
Which course you want to go and study. So you decide on the course you want to go and study, and then you apply. And you don't just apply and you don't just decide which course. Of course, if your undergraduate if your undergraduate degree is in education, then you need to apply for an educational master's degree.
Not just anything.
Not just any. I mean, Canada is not a country you just want to go
and
jumping. The system is very straightforward. So you get your course, you apply, you go to Canada, study as a student. While you're there, one thing you'll need to note is, if you're going to study in Canada, then you need to join an institution which is designated.
A must.
Not a must. It depends on your motive. If you want to go to Canada and study, finish, then go back to your own country and help develop your country, that's fine. Just go to any college, go to any university, study, and then go back to your country. But if you're thinking of going to Canada and staying there and becoming a permanent resident and, God willing, a citizen, then you have to join a designated university. And what I keep telling people is, in the beginning you can decide, or let's say for example you're married, so you're going to Canada to study, then you can say, no, I'll just go study and come back. What I would suggest is, go to a designated learning institution anyway, because you never know, 1 year, 2 years down the line, you can change your mind and decide, okay, I like Canada, I like how things are working here, I want to stay. So you could change your mind. So either way, whether you're planning to study, go back to your country, or whatever your case is, just join a designated learning institution. You need to be able to go to the website somewhere and find out and check if that institution is designated. Because what would happen is, an agent will just suggest a university for you. And you see, if I'm operating as an agent, and I send you to a private university, it means my commission will be high, as opposed to taking you to a public designated university. And then there are institutions also in Canada which are not Canadian. So you need to have that information that you can go and find out if a university is designated or not.
Wow.
Then you go study. After your studies, if your program is 1 year long, you'll be given a postgraduate work permit of 1 year.
Wow.
So between 8 months and 1 year courses, you get 1 year of postgraduate work permit. Then within that time, within that time, you start working. Then you start processing your documents. And if your course is 2 years and above, then you are given 2 years long postgraduate work permit. And then you can work and use that experience to apply for permanent residency. And of course, you'll have a job. You'll need your job and you'll need your work experience to apply to become a permanent resident, which makes it like a straight pathway.
So another way that you can go to Canada, you can immigrate to Canada through?
So family. For family, this is how it works. You can send your son or daughter to Canada. Then they go study, they become permanent residents. Then now they sponsor you as a parent.
Oh yeah, sure. I understand. Yeah.
Another way is you can sponsor your wife, send them to Canada, they study, they become permanent resident, then they sponsor you to go as their spouse.
Okay,
that's another sure way. If your spouse moves to Canada, Canada believes so much in family. So they will always work around, putting families and keeping them together. Okay, now let's talk about express entry. Express entry, there you can just open a gate and then people just run in.
And they have heard more about this.
Like open entry. The borders and people just run in.
Yeah, but I don't understand what they mean. So what do they mean by express entry? Maybe a little, tell us a little.
Yeah, so express entry is like, is a pool where everyone who wants to migrate to Canada, people are put inside there. Not literally, not like taking fresh and then putting her in a pool, no. It's a working system. So if you're planning to go to Canada, you just fill those forms, whatever, and then you're put in that pool. So freshers, details for her and her spouse, they are put in there. If I'm applying also, my details are put in there together with my husband and my children and everyone else who is planning to immigrate to Canada. So then how it works, when you're in the pool, everyone is given points. So if you have, let's say the cutoff point is 450. If they're doing the draws are done every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
Yeah. So if they're doing the draws and then the cutoff is 450 and you have 455, it's sure you are taken.
Oh, sure?
Yeah. It's sure you are taken. Like express entry.
So anybody can apply for this express entry?
Not anybody. There are rules and regulations. You have to be 45 and below. You have to be healthy, no HIV, AIDS, no terminal illnesses. You must not be a criminal. So there are rules and regulations. Not anyone can enter express entry. So with all that, you see you're in the express entry pool. So it's a luck. It's a chance thing. You may get, you may not get. So you will just wait in the pool there. If you don't get the points, then you just stay in the pool.
Will they do the draw again?
Then what happens is there's what we call PNP, Provincial Nominee Programs. So a province like Alberta does not have the mandate as a province to get people to do PNP for people. They have to go to the express entry pool, the main pool, to collect the people from there, to pick their people from there. So for Alberta, they're normally asking for 300 points. So if Alberta as a province goes to the pool and picks out your name, you have the points they're looking for. If they pick out your name, then you're invited to go to Alberta. And if a province nominates you, it means you have to go live in that province. Let's say Manitoba invites you. Then you apply. Then you have to go live in Manitoba for at least 2 years minimum before you're allowed to go to any province. So 2 years, and they'll even make you sign a contract. Then for these 2 years, I'm going to live in Manitoba, I'm going to work here, and my children
can't even visit another province.
You can visit.
Or you can visit, but
you can
live.
Yeah, but you have to live there for 2 years. Yeah. So that is what express entry means. So that's why I was saying there's a 50-50 chance you could get, and there's a chance you could not get. Yeah, so if you are if you don't get the cut-off points for express entry, you can also try and apply to other provinces for Provincial Nominee program. And those provinces, you have to apply by yourself. And applying by yourself also has a cost. So it's like writing to Kenya and saying, hi, my name is so and so, I want to come and live in Kenya. Then they decide whether they're inviting you or not. So that's another way of how you can immigrate to Canada. So you see, immigrating to Canada, there's a lot more chances. It's
also bold, and there are chances, like you're positive.
But it's quite a nice. Why don't you just show them a bit? Show them the environment. Yeah,
let's show them.
We're giving too much information. They need to take a break.
That's a commercial break. Yeah. This is where we are shooting from. And back to business. Very good. Okay, back to business.
Another way that you can use to migrate to Canada is by going to work. You can look for a job while you're still abroad, and by abroad I mean while you're in your home country.
While in your home country?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if your home country is Ghana, okay. If your home country is Tanzania, okay. If you are speaking French in Senegal, okay.
So you can apply. You
can apply for a job while you're still in your home country. And there's one website which, like, it's the biggest website. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed.com. So you go for the one for Canada. Indeed.ca is for Canada.
Okay. So you can use that one.
Yeah.
It's a well-known
website, and there's no corruption there. But maybe you never know. You just have to be. You just have to be careful. You get that job, and then your employer will invite you. Your future employer will invite you. You'll process your documents, and then you'll move to Canada for work. And then while you're there working, there are many streams of immigrating or becoming a permanent resident in Canada. So it's actually easier to start processing your documents when you're already in Canada, because you'll be working, you'll have a job, and you'll have an income. So something like proof of funds, you'll not have to declare proof of funds, because already you have some income coming in. So you'll not have to go through the pain of declaring how much money you're earning. So through work, and then you go to Canada, and within 2 years you become a permanent resident.
Okay. Another way,
before we continue, if you are getting value out of this video, please give the video a thumbs up.
Thank you.
And if you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing.
Subscribe and
comment if you have a question.
Like,
share
with
to
the
friends.
people who would want to see such a video. And also visit Akot if you feel like you really need to know more about this. Go check out her channel. Her name is just below here, and also the link to her channel is on my comment section. So as you go to comment, go and check the link. So
and share with your friends and enemies as well.
You're right.
Don't leave out your enemies.
Sharing is caring.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on. By the way, in this video we are trying to sell to you guys the best way to migrate to Canada. I think we have maybe one more point to talk about, and then I'm going to pick out the best way,
the bonus point.
The best way that you should actually use to immigrate to Canada. May not be applicable to everyone, but it's the best way that if you can,
it's the best.
Use it. If you cannot, then you can have your child use that pathway.
Okay.
Moving on, another way that you can use to immigrate to Canada is going to Canada as a tourist. Is it tourist or tourist?
Tourist. Depends on where we come from.
Whichever. Also depends on where you went to school.
Yeah.
You can immigrate to Canada as a tourist. So this is how it works. Of course, you'll go and apply. And by the way, going to Canada as a tourist is the hardest thing anyone can ever do. It's hard.
Really?
It's very hard. You'll have to have like a good reason and proof.
Why you're going to visit.
Proof! Hey, you are not going there for some seminars. In fact, don't ever talk about seminars. They won't give you the visa.
Oh, sure.
Anyways, go to Canada as a visitor, tourist. Then while you are there, as you are acclimatizing, as you are starting to know your environment, learn the people, make friends, use that time to look for a job. It's easier to get a job while in Canada as compared to when you are outside Canada. When you get your job offer, use that to apply for your permanent residence.
That's a good idea.
And what else are you looking for? To become a permanent resident, after which you can choose whether you want to be a Canadian citizen or not. You can also decide whether you want to be a permanent resident forever.
So you have an option.
So now, the bonus point, the best way that you can use to migrate to Canada together as your family. For me, in my own perspective, or is it my own opinion? Even my accent is changing. And guys, don't worry about my accent. You know, someone may say, "Oh, you know, she's a Kenyan and she's talking." No, I mingle with these people a lot. Anyways, the best way to immigrate to Canada, dream group. Habari zenu? Sorry, when I see men I get confused sometimes. And these are two men wanapita hivi.
Unaendelea na masomo?
Ni masomo tu.
Habari zenu? Sasa mtarudi ama?
Turudi hivyo.
Mnaenda hivyo kabisa?
Tunarudi na njia nyingine.
But tutasikitika tu hapa basi.
Njia ni mbili.
Okay.
Sawa.
Ni uko lani? Uko masomo kidogo.
Tunajaribu.
Masomo.
All
right.
I got interrupted. Before I got confused with two men, and it's not like they're good looking or anything, but just the idea that they're men got me a bit confused.
And they're kind enough to even say hi.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Anyways, the best way for you to immigrate to Canada is to immigrate as a student. You know, when you're 18, 19, 20, when you're still young, immigrate when you're still young, immigrate as a student. And then you'll have all the time to have fun, you'll make friends, you will learn the culture and everything. It will be easy for you to just transition into that lifestyle. And then after you are done with your studies, you get into the working system. When you're young, it's easier for you to start life in Canada as a cleaner.
Sure.
You will have no problem cleaning the toilets and taking care of old people and
still
all
making
that.
Coin.
But when you're 56 years old like me, it becomes difficult. You know, there's that pride. I'm thinking, no, I've been a teacher in my country. You're asking me to start, to
go and start cleaning the toilets.
Exactly. So when you're young, it's the best way, and the path you're taking is by being a student. And by saying all that, I think I've given you all the information. Not
that
all,
was
but
really
95% of information that you need to have.
So, if you're watching this, you have seen that the best way to immigrate to Canada is going as a student and while you're still young, as she has said. And thank you so much, Akot. For me, this one was so helpful and informative. And I think from now, I should start thinking of when I will go to Canada, because according to these points, I still have a point or two I could pick depending on my age. So, thank you so much for the information. We really appreciate you being here, giving us your information. And right now, I know many people have questions about this immigration thing, about Canada. Please go to the comment section and ask.
She will answer your questions. So comment down below with all the possible questions that you have.
Yes,
comment
please.
Down there. And if you like my face and maybe you like to hear my voice, just come to Akot TV and subscribe to me there.
Absolutely.
And then you'll be seeing me talking while sleeping on my bed in the hotel room. So you're welcome.
Enjoying life.
Yeah, of course.
She's not always,
comment down below here.
Yeah, she's not always that serious. Go to her channel and see a lot of stuff that she does there. So if you have any question about immigrating, please comment down there. I will respond to you with a video or a link to her channel. As much as I can, I will give you the answer that you're expecting to hear. So thank you so much again for being on our channel. As Dream Team, we appreciate you having created time for us.
On the road to 5,000, this channel.
Thank you. Hallelujah.
Do you know, I just noticed something today.
What?
That when I talk, when I lift my hand, this thing shakes.
She's such a drama queen.
End this video.
Bye. You guys, thank you so much for watching until this
part.
If you've not subscribed yet, consider subscribing down below. It is all free. And also don't forget to subscribe to Akot TV channel, and we'll really appreciate. Thank you so much. Until the next one. Bye.